Our story begins with the death of He Yun-ja, a legendary Chinese hero famous for his victories over Russia's champion wrestler and Japan's Bushido exports. He was poisoned. By whom? For what? It was not known for certain, but there has been speculation.
So Toadsters, I expect you think that there'll be subtitles on the bottom of this video. Fear not. I promised that I would do a feature on my car, so here she is. UK spec Honda engine. Full fat. No EU nonsense here. So anyway, Toasters, I purchased an S2 at least, must be about 7 years ago now. And after about a year's ownership, I decided to have Honda fitted by Sinclair's, or Essex Autosport as they're now known. Great bit of kit. I mean, that car and we did about 20,000 miles, loved every minute of it. Then I decided to upgrade to the S1. Bought a pre-converted car, which is this car. This is an early conversion, an early Sinclair's conversion, and basically that meant that it had very, very thin engine mounts. It was kind of like a prototype. Anyway, I had quite a bit of trouble with that, with this car, until I upgraded all the conversion parts to 2010, 2011 items. Anyway, why Honda? Fantastic. It gives you reliability, it gives you incredible power, as you've just felt. Gives you everything that you need. So handling. This particular car is running Nitron suspension, Nitron 375 450, so 375 front, 450 rears. It's a very compliant ride. It's supple through the corners. It's very compliant, still good on track, can still turn the wick up if I want, but I tend to leave the settings as they are. It's got a very aggressive geo, turning it absolutely does not understeer unless you're doing exceptionally tight corner or roundabout. Now a lot of people say that the Honda engine can actually affect the handling balance of the Elise. The answer is yes, it does. A standard car is very, very sweet. This particular car, I mean, I've had it so long now I barely notice, but yeah, there is more of a rear bias. The engine is maybe about 20 kilos heavier. A lot of debate that goes on about that. Who knows? Who really cares, to be honest with you? But let's see how we crack on in a couple of corners here. So again, we're got exclusive use of some of the roads from my friendly farmer. Tight second gear corner. Bit of oversteer there. Another second gear corner coming up now. That was the farmer's wife. Now, a lot of people have asked me over the years, well, you've had it for what, 5-6 years? Why haven't you supercharged it? Well, this is why. Second gear corner. That's why, campers, you don't need a supercharger. So what's it like to drive? Well, this particular car, the Geo, is very aggressively set up. It's an event, and that's not because of the loud colour. It isn't OEM, the suspension is set up, the Geo is set up just so you can maximise the efficiency on turning and right through the corner. The rear, the Geo, is actually set up so it actually turns in whilst the car turns into the corner. It actually drives through. I like it set up that way. A lot of people don't. In the wet, it's quite twitchy, I have to say. You've got to keep be mindful of that rear end. So balance, how is it affected? Well, the Geo in this particular car is very aggressive. Some fast flowing, I say fast flowing corners, but some testing stuff here. All on the farmer's road, of course. So down change, bit of heel and toe, power around the corner, slightly unsighted, yep, power through, perfectly stable, under braking, beautiful. So, would I change anything on the car? Well, I've considered playing with slightly harder suspension, but this setup is so compliant, it really is. It delivers in most circumstances, high up on the Alps, country roads, farmers roads, motorways, you name it, track days, it can cope with it. It's not, or I don't agree with the latest fashion of ridiculously hard setups. Now, I could be completely wrong, but I find the supple setup, softer setup, just a really good all-rounder. I'm sure you can go with ridiculous ride heights of 95 and 100, but then you're only going to end up buggering your wheel arches, cracking the fiberglass, which really isn't wanted. But each to their own. Well, as you know, chaps, we had a competition several weeks ago. Our good friend Peter Moore, no relation of Roger, was our winner. We put out a shout out to him in our last video. Thus far, he hasn't been forthcoming with his address, which is most disappointing.
What's wrong? Lost your tongue?
So, Peter Moore of Somalia, we're very pleased that you watch our videos, and we are even happier that you're a competition winner. So please do write to us with your address, because we do want to send you a toad sticker so that you can be part of our merry band. So power-wise, 197 brake horsepower at the wheels. This particular engine has done, I don't know exactly what the mileage is. The car has done 91,000. I bought it with 15 on the clock, and I think the engine done roughly about 10,000 miles. So, you know, you're looking at about 85,000 miles it's done, something along those lines. Well, Toasters, that's the end of today's video, basically. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Next time we're planning to be driving what's called the Green Bogey, which is a very special Series 1 Lotus Elise. It's the Sport 160, known as the Bogey, the Green Snotter, piece of shit. Depends what mood you're in, really. But it's got a high lift cam. It's very quick in the right circumstances. The suspension, I think, nicely set up. Its owner isn't too sure at the moment, but anyway, we've got that coming, the Green Bogey. We've also got the Silver Beast, which is actually a Honda supercharged and charge cooled Honda. And now this is pretty quick. Imagine what that's like. Anyway, that will be something which Toad TV will be testing very soon. And also there'll be an array of standard cars, or standardish cars. So do tune in for our next video.
Yeah.